Good morning, my friends. It's Rebecca Gabriel here for another daily card reading. It's Sunday, the 8th of November. Welcome to Sunday. I hope you are feeling good and that it's going to be a great day for you. I've pulled a card this morning from the Wisdom of Oracle by Colette Baron Reid. So again, I let you know in case you're not already aware that it is a general reading for the general collective. So it won't resonate for everyone, but I am very sure that if you are here to listen to this message, there'll be something in it for you. And hey, we can always benefit from a little bit of spiritual guidance and wisdom, can't we? The card that I pulled this morning, I just shuffled. I don't bother shuffling with the daily card readings in front of you. I shuffle, pull a card, and then I just let you know about it. So today is the tock card. Now, this is an interesting card because it kind of pulls at us, I'm sure for most of us, because we live in such a world where we are so dictated by time. Everything's got a time around it, especially in the Western world. In this card, the divine message is, how can we release and let go of our idea that things need to happen in a certain time frame? And I'm talking about the dreams that we have and the desires that we have, the many miracles that happen in our life. Spirit is letting us know it is more about the divine timing and how we can release our idea, our agenda around things that we believe need to happen within a certain time frame. We certainly, when we get so stuck on an idea that things in our life, particularly relationships or the dreams that we want to manifest, have to be within a certain time frame, we actually block the opportunity for those things to manifest. And, therefore our energy becomes more of a controlling energy rather than releasing and letting go and having faith that there is time for every good thing, and especially time for love in our life. There is never not time for that. That is eternal. Now I'm just going to refer to the book here because I love the way these readings are laid out. We're given a general message and then we're given a little bit of information around relationship and then prosperity in our life. So as I said, the key message here is to be able to let go of that idea that everything has to happen within a certain time frame, and just to notice that when we are wishing, hoping, wanting, which many of us can do in our quiet hours, when is this going to happen? When is that going to happen? We can get ourselves quite anxious about it. We have a tendency to see our world and our life in terms of a linear measure. And that it's not just about today, it's when is something going to happen in the future, and then we talk about things that have happened in the past, and so it's this linear line. But in the spirit world, and let's face it, we are spiritual beings having a physical experience, there is no measure of time, and things occur as they need to, and we manifest and create things in our life according to our intentions and our energy, not so much about how much we wish or want something. That's a forceful energy. When we co-create with spirit, we have an open energy of trust and faith that things will come at the right time rather than us forcing something to happen. So it's really contrary to the way we are conditioned, for instance, in our work world, where we, especially in the Western world, as I said before, we all wear a watch. We're dictated to the minute as to what time something is going to happen. We run by our schedules, our diaries, our calendars. We set up meetings and appointments for everything in our life. So we're very conditioned to think about how things have to be measured in a certain amount of time. It has its place, of course. But when it comes to manifesting things in our life, it's not just about having a to-do list. It's also about being able to release the energy around the outcome of something, to allow, for instance, love is not something you can schedule or logic brain. It's being able to be that love and release that energy freely without any sort of sense of control or force around it. So when our energy is about giving love and releasing and letting go and allowing that energy to filter out to the universe, love is just going to be drawn to us. It's not something that we have to force to make happen. Interesting, isn't it? It does sort of kind of go against our human nature in many ways. So, letting go of the need to shape every moment to our expectations, knowing that what is meant for us, what is meant for us, is never going to be withheld. I love that. Miracles are here right now and always show up when we need them, just at the right time. And isn't it funny that when we trust, the right people enter our lives at the right time, things just come together, that synchronicity. That's what happens when we release and let go and we don't force things to happen. I love it when those moments happen. In terms of relationships, love, the fulfillment of desire, and even the body's reproductive cycle has its timetable. But some things are preordained and cannot be coerced, cannot be forced or made to happen. Everything has its season, its divine and appropriate timing, especially when it comes to matters of the heart. So many of us who, for instance, look at tarot and oracle readings, wanting to get information around relationships. Are they going to manifest? When's it going to happen? We can get quite obsessed by it. And in many ways, that's a form of control as well, because we are trying to make something happen. And Divine is saying we've got to let go of that desire to want to know everything, understand everything, and make everything happen within our timing, because it doesn't work that way. When it comes to matters of the heart, and it does, and relationships, there are so many factors that come into play that we need to consider. There is its own timing around it. It's a tough one. But love always turns up in our life just at the right time. And it's usually when we've let go of something. It's usually when we've let go of the idea that we must have, the idea that we must have love or have a relationship is a form of control as well. So, something to think about for today. So we're talking mostly about the energy around timing and our need to control things. When Spirit is saying, just let go. Just know that everything has the right timing. The best message here is for us to just get on with life, get on with what we need to do, get on with the things following our purpose, and we'll find that what we need comes exactly at the right time. The prosperity message around this card. Again, this is all about not only what we do with our human effort in our human time frame, but it's combining that with the guidance of Spirit. And Spirit works, of course, in measureless time. So we keep doing what we're doing, we stay positive, we make a commitment to remain in a high vibration, we trust and we have faith. And we make sure that we keep our energy high. We don't go into fear and doubt and pessimism and resentment. So keep looking after yourself, creating balance in your life, staying focused on your purpose every day. That energy is so important in addition to the things where you put your attention and the things that you do in order to achieve things. So, I guess the lesson around this is really coming at life from a balanced perspective, a holistic approach. We need time and we need goals for certain things in our life, and I'm not saying that we don't need that. We absolutely do, in order to achieve and in order for us to improve our life. We need to combine that as well with an energy that is positive and high vibrational and trusting. When we're working, we're trusting our intuition, we're following the guidance of Spirit, we're trusting that good things are going to happen at the right time for us. So it really is letting go of the outcome and not forcing situations in our life. We know when things are working, we know when we've got the balance right, when things are in flow, and we don't feel that we are overly focused on something. So you know that feeling of when everything just comes together and you've not had to put too much energy into something, that everything just comes together at the right time. And you know when you're making a decision around something, if it's just not working and you've had to go back and you had to go back and you had to go back, and you're in a negotiation with someone, if it's just not there, if it's not clicking, you know the timing's wrong. And it's when we force something that we then don't get the best result. So trusting our intuition and listening, does this feel like it's working? Is it resonating? Am I putting too much effort into something? And if that's the case, you know the timing's off. If something is flowing and it feels right and everything sort of comes together at the right timing, then hey, you're on the right path. It is a tough thing for any of us to let go of the idea that we need to control our lives around time and that we have to have things by a certain time. Our working world, does tend to dictate that we have deadlines and we do things by certain timing. But if you can perhaps take from this message in terms of your well-being and your choices in your life, and in terms of love and miracles and the things that you desire for your life, don't spend your life wishing and wanting and telling yourself, oh, life is never going to, that my dreams are never going to happen. Release and let go of that, because love is never not there. Love is always there. And, love is that highest point of all of our dreams, that experience and feeling of love, no matter what your particular dream is. That is always there. If we keep our vibration high and stay positive and just keep being amazing, being your amazing self, love is going to be manifesting in your life almost straight away. So do what you can to let go of this need to control things. A prosperous life is always yours. Abundance is always there. Allow yourself to relax, to stay out of fear. I tell you what, the moment we let go of the idea that we have to control everything within a certain amount of time is a real great relief for any kind of anxieties and stress in your life. And certainly you will sleep a lot better as well. So my friends, that's the message for today. It would seem that it's an important message for many of us. And perhaps it's come at a time because things are changing and this transformation that you've been going through. When we've made a lot of effort to address our emotions, release things from the past, made decisions about going forward, it's very natural to then want to make lists for your plans to go ahead and then feel impatient about manifesting them. So I feel that the divine is just stepping in to remind you there is a timing around our transformation and our soul growth. And it doesn't happen in the blink of an eye, although sometimes things do come together at that moment. But the idea is for you to let go and to release. And don't be caught up on the idea of when things have to happen in your life. They will, and they will happen at the exact right time. So my friends, that's the message for today. The TikTok card. I'll post this on my YouTube channel, Living with Spice, and on Instagram and my Facebook page, Living with Spice. Wishing you a beautiful, restful and peaceful Sunday. Take care, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye now.